Hi folks, 2 years ago I presented my first Windows 98 build, but since then it has undergone so many upgrades that it's barely the same machine anymore. So I thought a new presentation would be in order. Let's start with the main components. The motherboard is a 8-bit ST6 which is compatible with Socket 370 Pentium 3 processors. With Intel 815EP chipset, RAM support goes only up to 512 MB, but then again, that's the maximum that Windows 98 can handle. I replaced the previous 800 MHz Pentium 3 processor with a 1.4 GHz Tualatin since ST6 supports those. The graphics card was originally GeForce 2 GTS, then GeForce 2 Ultra, until I finally ended up with a GeForce 4 Ti 4200, which I also modded with a nice and quiet fanless cooler. I had two different Sound Blaster Live models before I got Sound Blaster Odyssey, which I coupled with an optical output bracket for clean audio. Right from the start, I decided I won't ruin my rose-tinted nostalgic memories with unstable parts. So I streamlined this build by combining it with certain modern components for both convenience and reliability. Instead of a spinning hard drive, I'm using a 250 GB Samsung Evo 860 SSD with a StarTech adapter for storage. SSD takes full use of the IDE bus, but of course it's also limited by it. The USB 2.0 expansion card provides a convenient way to transfer files and also enables the use of certain USB goodies such as wireless mouse and gamepads, which I got because, well, no wires. With a new Corsair power supply, I can be sure that it won't blow up anytime soon, and Noctua fans connected to a fan controller ensures quiet and effective cooling. The speakers are highly customized too. The enclosures are from old Fujitsu Siemens multimedia speakers, which I painted bright white, dampened them with soundproofing and replaced the old drivers with full range drivers from Peerless. The pair is powered by SMSL Q5 Pro. Aside of almost 200 games, I have a bunch of other stuff from the turn of the millennium in this computer, like utilities, videos, music and software. I don't know, I just find classics like Encarta 2000 utterly charming.
Hey, I can see my house from here.
I also like to do cosmetic modifications to enhance the OEM vibe of this machine and embrace my nostalgic vanity. With this machine I can take a journey back in time and play pretty much any game that the past has to offer. Well, almost any. Yeah, this is what they mean when they say speed-sensitive games. Some games, like High Octane here, runs way too fast to be even somewhat playable, but something's gotta give, I suppose. At this point I can't imagine what upgrades I could apply for it anymore, so I consider it to be ready as it is. If I'll ever upgrade it again, it's going to be a huge overhaul and a project of its own. Alright, that's it for this video, but we'll meet again. Bye for now.